So does sucralose damage your DNA? Let's talk about it. This new study is making headlines regarding sucralose 6 acetate, which is an impurity in the manufacturing process of sucralose. So what did the authors find? They found that this byproduct, sucralose 6 acetate, significantly increased the expression of genes associated with inflammation, oxidative stress, and even cancer. Sounds scary, right? It's important to note that these researchers ran these experiments in vitro, which means in a Petri dish. So they exposed the cells to 20 different concentrations of sucralose 6 acetate, ranging from 2,000 micrograms per milliliter to 4,000 micrograms per milliliter. Now the alarming part is that at 994 micrograms per milliliter, they found that sucralose increased these markers of DNA damage. And they provide a table with examples with sucralose contents of over 100,000 micrograms per milliliter, which is scary. And keep in mind that one packet of Splenda has about 12,000 micrograms of sucralose. However, when you drink sucralose, most of it gets excreted in the feces. It doesn't just sit around getting exposed to all of your cells. So how much sucralose is in your blood after you consume it? This study had participants consume up to 250 milligrams of sucralose, which is the equivalent of about 4 diet sodas or 21 packets of Splenda per day. And the average peak was 579 nanograms per milliliter, which is equivalent to 0.579 micrograms per milliliter. And remember, the DNA damage was seen at 994 micrograms per milliliter, which means you would need to consume about 1,700 servings of the 250 milligrams of sucralose, or the equivalent of 5,000 plus diet sodas per day. While I still prefer allulose, monk fruit, stevia, and erythritol, the occasional diet soda is still better than the sugar alternative, and the sucralose won't kill you.